Hello everybody, I'm here with a size comparison and short review of the Hermes Ulysse Notebook, and I'm doing this because I found it difficult when I was trying to purchase these to decide between the sizes, just because I didn't find a video comparison of the sizes. I did find pictures, which I had to kind of scour the internet for. It wasn't easy to find, but I thought that maybe a video could help somebody out if they were trying to consider which one to buy, and maybe they weren't able to get access to a boutique for different whatever reason. So these are the two sizes that I have. I have the PM in the electric blue color, and then I have the MM in the taupe color. So this is what they look like on top of each other. The Ulysse notebook, it comes in 4 sizes. There's the GM, which is 12 inches high, and then 9.8 inches wide. The MM is the size just below that, which is this one. The MM is 9.1 inches high, 7.5 inches wide. And then the PM, which is 6.3 by 5.3 inches. There's a size smaller than this. It's called the Mini. It also used to be called the TPM model. 4.5 inches tall to 4.1 inches wide. So it's probably going to be just like that against that one. Okay. One thing that you need to know about these notebooks that I didn't know and I really didn't consider at all because I purchased it online is how flexible the leather is. So see this? It's extremely flexible. Meaning, if you are used to, like I was, used to a Filofax or a traveler's notebook or even a moleskin, if you are needing to write on the go or anywhere you're not against a hard surface, this is not going to offer much support. As you can see, it's really, really floppy, okay? So that was something that I had to get used to, but I'm used to it now, and I love it because the leather is just lovely and the color is stunning. But something for you to consider, if that makes a difference to you, is that the leather is extremely, extremely floppy. Okay. Now the inside of this is some sort of an untreated leather. It is dyed, but as you can see, if I move my fingers on it a certain direction, it'll show darker, which means that these rings are going to show up on the leather. So it doesn't bother me, but something for you to know. And this is where the Hermes Paris made in France, the hot stamp is. And then on the other side here, that's where the date stamp is. It's I think it's a O in a square or Q in a square there. And then this is where the actual refill attaches to the notebook. So it has these little snap closures. And then you snap them in every time you purchase a refill, and you just attach it to the notebook in that manner. Now, I haven't been able to find a refill, an alternative refill for the PM model online. One that will allow me just to take out the Hermes one and use this little plastic strip here to attach to. I'll keep looking, but because of that, it's just something for you to know. If you do purchase the PM, you're gonna have to keep on purchasing the actual Hermes refills if you want to continue using the notebook, which they can get kind of pricey. So something for you to know. So that's the PM, and I'll move on to the MM here. So I use this for everyday agenda. It goes in my purse all the time, big and small purses. The MM is one that I use for work. This is perfect for taking notes at a meeting. It is quite large for my needs. I actually did want the GM size, so this is the biggest size that there is, but after considering it, I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to find an alternative refill to it. The MM, I was able to find a refill, and I'll go more into that, but just like the other one, untreated leather, Again, not a problem for me, but something for you to know. Very floppy. Very, very floppy. So this refill is not an Hermes one. The actual Hermes one, I have it right here. I took it out. I didn't want to use it because I wanted to use a different alternative one. This one I believe cost me $10. This one, it came with the notebook if you buy it alone. I'm not sure. I'll have to look online to see how much it is. I know that the small one I think is like $65, so I can imagine that the bigger one is going to be more than that. So $65, while it is lovely paper, it's just a little bit too much for me if I'm going to use it every day, and I do go through these refills a lot. So this one, I purchased it off Amazon, and I knew that it was going to fit because any really 16 ring wire-bound notebook will fit. Now, the problem with this one is it was just a little bit too wide, so I don't know if you can see, you probably can. I kind of had to butcher it a little bit and cut the side of it off just because it was like basically right exactly at the edge, which meant that when I closed this, it pushed it ever so slightly so that I wasn't able to close it comfortably. It would have had to make me stretch the leather, and I just didn't want to do that. So I cut maybe like 1/4 of an inch off of it, and now it fits fine. It isn't the prettiest, but it does the job. So I purchased this offline or on Amazon, and it's cut off there as you can see, but it's the minimalist journal book that I found there. And what you actually do, if you want to put a refill in, is this strip, this Hermes Paris strip, you keep that in there, but you take out the Hermes notebook by removing the little wire from the hole. As you see there, I just did it with a few of them, and then you just replace it with whatever one you're trying to fill it in. So it's very easy to replace it. It's not so easy to find the proper size. So it's not enough that the notebook has, that the notebook has 16 rings, but it actually has to be the right height and the width. So I'm still trying to find a better one so that I don't have to cut it every time, but that's the only thing with these. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them against some other well-known notebooks that you may know so that you can get a better idea of the size. So I have a traveler's notebook. This is my big, fat, really old traveler's notebook that I've had for forever, compared to the So it's about the same height, maybe just a little bit. Is a little bit bigger. Traveler's notebook, definitely nowhere near the width, as you can see. So yeah, that's what it is against that. Now let's put the PM on top. PM, again, I don't know how it compares. Oh, I should have gotten the other size traveler's notebook, because there's this regular one, and then I think there's a passport size one. But anyway, quite a bit shorter, obviously. But I think it's because my traveler's notebook is really stuffed. But the PM is wider. So that's the traveler's notebook. This is a composition notebook. It's almost as wide. Maybe almost an inch shorter. Yeah, pretty good size. The MM's a good size. And this is the PM against it. Okay. And this is just a pen. I don't know what good that'll do, but just for you to see. So there you go. That was my review of them. I love them a lot. The leather quality is amazing. It's just the refills that can be kind of an issue trying to find an alternative for, but I highly recommend them. They will last you a very, very long time. The size I think is great for everyday note-taking purposes. The PM I like to use for my agenda that I like to take with me in my purse every day. So I hope that was helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions about them. I'll try to answer them to the best of my abilities and my knowledge. Thank you for watching.